Parshas Vayera, second Shir and mamer Erden of Vayera. We spoke about that the Eibishter knows everything in the way of Golui V'Yadua. It's revealed and it's known. Revealed and it's known is the concept that the Eibishter does not need to actively think about it. It's when we think about something, our mind is taken and being enclosed with the thing that we're thinking of. So therefore, right now we're in that thought and not in something else. That is something which is not yichud pasha b'tachlis pshitus. It's not something which is complete unity as one thing, but rather this is a combination. In other words, right now is here, and then when he's thinking about different thought, then he's someplace else. But the Eibishter is golui v'yadua. And now the question, it's known. It says in the pasuk Shiva eile einei avayim mishetim b'chol haaretz. It says about the eyes of Hashem, so to say, that they are going and searching around the world. Mishetim literally means like floating around the world and looking and watching. If ksiv keinei avayim ke Hashem einav mishetim b'chol haaretz, his eyes are again floating all the land. In other words, there is the concept of actually the eyes are looking and searching. When we're coming and saying that the eyes are going and searching, floating around, in other words, floating around and searching, so this is a concept of enclosing into the thing. And that's opposite of what we explained before about the concept golui v'yadua. That the Eibishter knows in a way that is known and revealed, and it does not need to connect and to think about to be taken away by a person. As we said, my thought is not like yours. But the concept is, it's known, there's 10 spheres. In the 10 spheres, there's Eres, the Kalim. There's the light and the vessel that contains the vessel that contains the light. And maybe a good example will be that makes it very easy for us to understand is like electricity. You have electricity, you have the wires, and then you have the actual electricity that's going through it. So once you have the complete circuit, the electricity can run through it. But it's not the circuit brings electricity, but if there's a source of electricity, once the circuit is complete, the electricity goes through it. So the level of chesed, the gvura, refers to the kli, but the shining of the light of the Eibishter is not one of the midas at all. In other words, it's complete unity, and is in such a way that there's no chesed, the gvura, but everything is completely one thing. And again, as an example will be of electricity, that you might have different types of electric stuff that is working and how they're working. This is something that makes cold water, this one makes hot, this is blending, this is chopping, this is cooking, this is baking. But the thing that is inside is the same thing, is the same electricity. The electricity does not change if it's in this blender or in that heater. But the light that is enclosed inside the keli, which is chesed gvura, and the rest of the midas, they're called the keli that contain the vessel, and by them and through them, there's a light to give to the world and to give life to the world. And from them there should be the creation. When the light of the Eibishter is inside a specific vessel, becomes chesed, becomes gvura. From that becomes Michael, Gavriel, Machane, Michael, the troops of Michael getting from chesed, and Gavriel come from gvura. And so the concept is, where is the getting from? Is getting from the Eres inside the Kalim. And once Eres is in the Kalim, then it can become from Chesed Gvura. Just like there cannot be silver and gold given to tzedakah from the neshama itself, it has to be the neshama enclosed in the physical body that gives through the physical end. The same thing, the vessel of an Ein Sof is through them comes the Ein Sof to the world. And the same way, it's just opposite way around. Just like that through the vessels, the Ein Sof comes to become Chesed and Gvura and come to the world, through the neshama enclosed in the guf, it can come in effect, and that's something in the world. The same thing backwards as well. Through the 10 spheres, so the kelim of the 10 spheres, it becomes a elevation, opposite way, chas v'sholem, through the 10 spheres, through the kelim. In other words, when a person does a good thing, is acquiring himself a good malach. And when chas v'sholem does opposite around, is acquiring a negative malach. And this thing, what does that mean, a negative malach or positive malach? In other words, that is action being elevated and affecting in the spiritual world through the spheres, through the vessels. So when we're coming and saying the eyes of Hashem, mishetetim or mishetes, again it refers to that through his action there's an effect, positive or chas v'sholem the opposite. We'll continue with Hashem tomorrow.